Okay, so we're in week 2. This is assignment number 2, create a math lesson by Angel Cervantes. The grade level I have chosen is second grade. The California Common Core Standard is 2.0A.3. Determine whether a group of objects up to 20 has an odd or even number of members by pairing objects or counting them by twos. Write an equation to express an even number as a sum of two equal addends. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Have you ever shared snacks with a friend and noticed sometimes everyone gets the same amount and then sometimes there's one left over? That's exactly what odd and even numbers are all about. Vocabulary words. Even, no leftovers when paired. Odd, one leftover. So exactly, as we've been describing, from what I just read, if you ever shared perhaps maybe some Oreos and there's only about 5 left over and there's only you and your friend, you get 2, he gets 2, but then there's 1 left over, that's an odd. But if there was only 4 Oreos left over, or 4 Oreos in total, that would make an even number, a pair, 2 and 2. You both get the same exact number. Okay, so for this part of the lesson, the material we're going to use is coins. But at home, if you want to practice, you don't have to use specifically coins. You can use possibly like marbles or paper clips. Okay, so we are going to learn how to identify odd and even numbers by pairing coins. We're going to skip count every once in a while to show you how to do that. And then we're going to represent numbers as a sum to equal addends at the end of it. Okay, so let's start. Let's start off with, let's give an example of 6 coins. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they're all bunched up right now, right? Okay, so let's pair them. 1, 2, that's a pair. 1, 2, that's a pair. 1, 2, that's a pair. So we have our 6 coins. Now, are they odd or even? They're even because they're all paired up, right? So if we add 2 more to make 8 total, are they odd or even? They're still even because we're paired up. Now, what if we subtract 1 and take 1 away? Now, are we odd or even? We're odd because they're not paired up, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're odd. Now, let's skip count. 2, 4, 6, 7. We're still odd. So let's bring in 8. Skip count now. 2, 4, 6, 8. We're counting in pairs, and that's how we skip count. Okay, and that's the fastest way to check it. Instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can do that too. That still works. But if you by skip counting, you're able to go faster because they're already in pairs. We already paired them up. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Again, these are all paired up. So now that we learned the basics of pairing, let's use our skills a little. Let's try to go all the way up to 20. Now how would we do that? Would we just go 1, 2, 3, 4? No. Let's pair them. So there's a pair. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And let's move down here, okay? So we have room. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we're all paired up, right? We have 2s, we have 2s, which is what? 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So we got 20. We added all the way up to 20 by skip counting. Okay. Now you see how much faster I was in it instead of you going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Takes longer, right? Okay. So now let's practice equal addends, okay? So we have a pair right here. We can use this row, these two rows, and these two rows. So if these are 10 and these are 10, what does that make? 20. Right. Okay. Right. So let's take away 2 from here. We have to do the same from here. Take away 2 from there. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. We have 8 there. 2, 4, 6, 8. We have 8 there. Okay, so these are equal. What would that make? 16, right? Now let's check our math. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Good job. So we just used coins to discover even and odd numbers. Now let's do the same thing by using a blue and a pink marker, right? We're gonna draw out our circles right here, okay? So let's pick a number. 6, okay. So now we have to draw 6 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now just like the coins, if they were in pairs of 2s, that makes it an even number, right? So are these in pairs of 2s? Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now how many do we have? Skip counting. 2, 4, 6. 6, and that was our goal, right? So if these are in pairs and there's nothing left over, is this an even or odd number? Even, right? Because there's nothing left over. Okay, now let's take our pink marker and let's pick a number. 5 this time? Okay. So let's go ahead and draw 5 pink circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So is this a pair? No. There's nothing left over to pay for this one. So that makes it an odd number, right? These are a pair. You have 1 pair, 2 pairs, but you don't have a 3rd pair. So that makes it an odd number, right? Okay. So what does that mean? When there's something left over, like this one's left over by itself, that means it's odd. And in these instances, there's 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, and there's nothing left over, that makes it an even number. Okay, so we worked with coins and we worked with highlighters, making circles. So let's move on to solving equations and trying to determine if they're even or odd. So let's just solve some equations. Let's do 8 plus 4. What does that equal? 12, right. So let's add a little subtraction in there. 15 minus 7. Can anyone tell me what that equals? Right, 8. Okay, let's go back to addition. 9 plus 6. Can anyone tell me what that equals? 15, right. All right, let's try one more. Does anyone want to give me an example? 18 minus 9? Yeah, let's try that. What does it equal? 9. Okay, perfect. So now that we have some equations, let's just check if they're even or odd. But let me give you a quick tip, okay? All evens end in 0. So evens end in 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Right, okay. And odds they end in 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Okay, that's your tip. Okay, so tell me, if this one is 12, what is an end in? A 2, right? So does that land in even or odd? Even, right? So we get even for this one. Okay, 8. Does that land in even or odd? 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's even, right? Nice. Okay, moving on. And see, you can get even or odd just depending on the last number. If it's just a single digit, then it's just that number. If it's double digit, then that's how you get it. But right now we're just working up to 20. So we got 15 as the last number, and we got 9 as the last number. So does anyone want to give me the answer for this one? Odd, right? Because it lands on the odd side. So we got odd. Anyone else for the last equation? Odd, right? I landed on the odd side again. So this tip's helpful. I want you guys to write down the tip. That way you guys have it in your notebooks, and you just look at the last numbers. And that's going to help you determine if it's even or odd. But here's another little tricky way too. This is a quick way, but you can also determine, can you half the number? So that's going to tell you if it's even or odd as well. And what I mean by that is, so 12. Let's put 12 down here. Can anything go into 12 that's going to be the same exact? So let's try 5 plus 5. Well, we know that's 10. So no. Now let's try 6 plus 6 equals 12. So yeah, that's going to tell you that's even. So that's how we can also determine if something's even, if you can half it. So that concludes today's video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.